Alright, so welcome back. So we've kind of been figuring out some stuff about what's going on in town. Things aren't as peachy as they seem. But we're gonna get some new tasks tomorrow, probably some more boring stuff, because we haven't really been getting all that interesting of quests and stuff and whatnot, just, I don't know, I guess world building. So hopefully things will get a little bit more interesting. Okay, let's go in for dinner. We have nothing else we need to do.
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the Academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
So, you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arseid School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest. I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaves School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
I don't think Reen was being entirely honest with her.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
That's right, because Elisa's hiding something too, like her last name. But she says she's having trouble at home, so I don't know, we'll see how that plays out.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Apparently, we're moving up in the world.
I've got a little reward here for you.
And we got some information quartz as a perk.
Drinks are on me someday.
Someday, I like that. Sarah is great. So, field study day 2. Let's see what menial tasks we have to complete. I guess Sarah's not here anymore though, because she went to go help out the other team. Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we only have 2. None of them say they're required though. So we have Lost Wallet. Okay, and we have West Keldic Highway Monster. Okay. Huh? Even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough and you can have dinner here before you leave. Haha, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like all today's tasks are optional. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Rain? As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case then, there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. So you two are friends again then? Huh? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. Both of you are so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. What? You did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Geez, can't we all just forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried up after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margaret, we've got trouble. Big, big trouble. Slow down, Louise. It's the first thing in the morning, and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just caught up on the way here. But never mind that, we have big, big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing has happened exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all their merchandise was stolen. That is most terrible indeed. The robbery? Oh my. I suppose that means the market might be opening late today, which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louise, let's get this place ready. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tests to worry about after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. A robbery and destruction of property. Vandalism. Vandalism and robbery. Huh. I wonder if House Alberea is involved. Anyways. Well, what should we do? I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. Okay. Let's take a look at our map here. So we can't even do the side quests, I don't think, because we had to go to a pottery house? Let me double check here. Oh yeah, we had to talk to the market manager, Otto. Oh wait, no, this one we just have to kill the monster. This one here, we have to talk to the ceramic stall at the market. So we have to go to the market anyway. Alright, let's find out what's going on here. I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not going to get away with this. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Maybe we could try talking to them? Considering everything that happened yesterday, you might just be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? No, not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you damn coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallrian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on. Hold it. Class 7. You kids again? Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't gonna go away unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. And you're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? Stop this at once. Oh, it's this guy. The Provincial Army. What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you are the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, Market manager explained to Provincial Army officer what happened the previous night. Doesn't look like it's going to be too good for Mr. Otto here. I think he's going to get the blame for it. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair. Do you not think it's premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The Provincial Army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I am not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. You're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Very good then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man and I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now that the Provincial Army here how the Provincial Army here conducts itself. I'm sure both of you are still pretty angry about this, but right now, the 2 of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah. I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open up the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up all these busted stalls. And we're already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Okay, so they cleared the remains of the 2 stalls, and with the help of Reen and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally open for the day, behind schedule. That Provincial Army is sketch. Anyways, we'll take a break here. Next time we'll continue on and see what Otto has to say about what happened at the market today and his thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.